What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gemmin, and today we're going to take an early look at the Spider-Man Omnibus by Mark Bagley and David Michelinie, Volume 2. You know we're going to take a look at Volume 1, and I might have done a little bait and switch with the cover on the thumbnail because I really wanted to emphasize this collects Maximum Carnage, one of my favorite storylines of all time. I remember a time where you couldn't even get that story in the Omnibus format until they came out with the Spider-Man vs. Venom. This went out of print. It went for very expensive on the aftermarket. I think it got another printing and then sold out again. So you have a choice. You could either hold out for another printing, go the compilation route, or go the volued numbers route with the Mark Bagley, David Michelinie stuff. We're going to take an early look. This doesn't come out till July 8th, but before we do, we've got a brand new San Diego Comic-Con drop from Paraz Entertainment. Anime by Rob Cannon. We've got 8 exclusive covers with cover art by Sukisha Ray and Jeffrey Tai, with homages to Akira, Evangelion, and Drive. You can get it at the That Spider-Man booth Whatnot during San Diego Comic-Con, or if you're at the show, check out JPG at booth 802. All right, first of all, I figured I would show Volume 1 and 2 next to each other. Both are beautiful Mark Bagley covers. Let's see how these spines stack up to each other, guys, because this is how you're going to see it 99.9% of the time on the shelf. So your Marvel Omnibus, big Spidey logo, Volumes 1 and 2, bags Spidey on the bottom, David Michelinie and Mark Bagley. This cover right here is the standard cover, and I guess they wanted to show some love that wasn't Maximum Carnage. The DM variant is the way to go. It's another Bagley cover. It's got Carnage on it. It's got Venom. It's got Cardiac. A lot more going on, but still very cool image of Spidey and Hulk. We saw the spine already, but here's a little solo shot for you. And then the back. So the creme de la creme, collecting Maximum Carnage and Lethal Protector. So it actually in total collects ASM 376 through 393, annuals 27 and 28. Then you have the Maximum Carnage stuff, Web of Spider-Man 101 through 103 and 112. Spider-Man issues 35 through 37 and 45, Spectacular Spider-Man 201 through 203 and 211, and then you get the Spider-Man Ash Can Edition 1. I mentioned Lethal Protector 1 through 6, and Spider-Man Unlimited 1 and 2, which is also Maximum Carnage, ending David Michelinie's 7-year run on Spider-Man. Now, yeah, it does double dip with probably my favorite omnibus of all time, but kind of not as much as I thought. You have the 14 issues of Maximum Carnage, which does double dip. Then you have the Peter Parker Parents issue, so that double dips as well. But I think that's it, because Spider-Man vs. Venom doesn't have Lethal Protector. So 15 issues at double dips. I mean, this is more of a compilation omnibus, whereas the volumes 1 and 2 are just printed in the order that they were released. $125 on this one. Organic Price Books has it for $87. You can save an additional $2 by using code GEMMINT at checkout. They've got fast shipping and great packaging. Give them a shot. But if you're overseas, if you're in the EU, check out comicsbugle.com. They have it discounted as well. You can save $5 off your first order by using that same code GEMMINT at checkout. Not only do they have great packaging and fast shipping, the packaging is made from recyclable material, and if you're within the EU, it's free shipping, no taxes or import fees. Plus, you can build up rewards points, and you can pre-order books, and you're not charged until the book is actually ready to ship. Here's the inside of the dust jacket, telling us where we're at with the story, a biography on David Michelinie, Mark Bagley, J.M. DEMATTEIS, and Ron Lim. And as for the actual hardcover itself, it's got Peter with his dead parents, with the black background and the webs. You see that on the spine and just the plain webs on the back. I forgot what they did with Volume 1, so actually they kept it in sync. Very cool. Man, Mark Bagley is my favorite Spider-Man artist. Sorry to say, love Todd McFarlane, but Bagley, just my guy, man. I always say I feel like he took McFarlane's ideas and he just tightened it up a little bit, made the anatomy a bit more realistic, cleaner lines, but with a similar design. So here's some Maximum Carnage goodness right here. You got Carnage, you got Carry On, Shriek, Demo Goblin, and my favorite, Doppelganger. Love me some Doppelganger Spider-Man. Bro, this is going to be such a nostalgic kick for me, man. Bagley, Carnage. This is from that gatefold poster where Spidey's in the middle and Venom's on the right. Still have that poster, actually. All the credits. Table of contents. Bro, love the Barracuda teeth Venom, you guys. A little bit of gutter loss here, unfortunately, but very cool design on the table of contents. Jumping into just the straight up regular cover with the trade dress, how you remember it when you had it. Cardiac, Spider-Man, whoever those bozos are, and you jump right into it, man. So this is leading up, obviously, to the Maximum Carnage stuff. Cardiac, the doctor turn kind of anti-hero slash villain. Here he goes again. So that was the arc that was leading up to the Maximum Carnage stuff. Man, loving the artwork. These are the single issues that I had as a kid. Like when I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of comics. I would end up picking up trades because it was just kind of confusing, first of all, with all the different titles: Amazing Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. Luckily, I picked up the trade for Maximum Carnage, so I didn't have to figure all that out as a youngin'. But, oh, look at this, this is crazy. Let's see, what's going on right here? So they're giving a Maximum Carnage cover gallery. This must have been in this annual. Great cover right here. We just saw that artwork. Wow, I've never seen this actually. So BUSCEMA, DEMATTEIS, all these great Virgin covers, man. Actually, very cool to have in here. Always weird to see this without the foil, but Venom Lethal Protector. So this is when Venom becomes a good guy. He goes to San Francisco, and then there's this weird underground town that looks like it's been lost to time or something. It's kind of a weird storyline, but you do get the first appearance of some of the Life Foundation symbiotes with Scream and what have you. But this is setting the seeds that would have Spider-Man and Venom actually team up, which is like unheard of at the time. I mean, these are brutal enemies. Venom is his biggest nemesis, in my opinion, at this time especially. Here goes the Life Foundation symbiotes. I said some of them. It's definitely all of them, right? Was that Smythe? No, I think it was actually Eddie Brock. Anyway, so yeah, so it was a big deal to have them team up. That's what happens with Lethal Protector. That's why Spider-Man in the corner box was like, oh man. And then Carnage, which is really Venom's responsibility. It's his offspring. He breaks out of prison here in this famous scene from Unlimited issue #1, the first part of Maximum Carnage. And they did this so well in the Super Nintendo video game too, man. Him breaking out of jail. Poking him with a needle lets a little bit of blood out. And the thing with Carnage was he permanently bonded with the symbiote. So he's all in, man. He is one with the symbiote. Wasn't Venom as well? Yeah, Venom as well, but Spider-Man never was. Doppelganger Spider-Man coming from Infinity War. I always kind of forget, like with Infinity War, every hero had an evil doppelganger, but to me, Doppelganger Spider-Man is the only one that really stood the test of time. Like, he would show up afterwards, but they always kind of underplayed his contribution. They make him kind of like a rabid dog. He's the pet to Carnage and Shriek with their kind of unholy matrimony they got going on here. David Michelinie doing Maximum Carnage, man. You gotta love it. So Maximum Carnage is this all-out brawl. It's not the most deep story. It's just kind of cool having Carnage assemble all of these villains, and then Spider-Man has to assemble all these heroes, which includes Venom, which includes Deathlok, Black Cat, and a lot of sonic guns and zapping off symbiotes, a lot of half-naked characters with their symbiotes getting blasted off. Yeah, Iron Fist, Captain America, a ton of people come help take down this threat that is Carnage. So he felt like a serious threat. Always loved Demo Goblin. I don't know why he's not Demon Goblin. What's with Demo? What is this Demo? Here's when Cap shows up. Yo, Maximum Carnage is just, this is my childhood, and it's just a big, fun, all-out brawl. Check this out, man. You guys, from that Maximum Carnage life-size bust I have, this is straight, they took that idea straight from that panel, or that cover, I should say. So we're in part 12 of 14. Always loved this cover. I had this slabbed at one time. Big Carnage face. And then we're gonna get to the last part. Eventually. This might be it. This might be part 14. Yeah, exactly. And then we get into the Hulk stuff. So this was This is cool because I've read Maximum Carnage a million times, but I didn't have the whole run as a kid. I didn't have the issues that led up to it, what happened afterwards. Some of this stuff I don't think I have read. I remember I used to have this action figure, right? What was it, from the Vault prison or something like that? They had like Tony Stark tech. So yeah, that's so cool that I get to read past those issues that I've read a million times as a kid. Some more Cloak and Dagger stuff. I always loved Cloak and Dagger, man, and I first saw them in Maximum Carnage. All right, so let's keep it moving a little bit, see what else we got going on here. I did have some of the later issues. I had this issue, and it reminded me a lot of the animated series, because that's like the storyline that they use in the animated version where he becomes young and siphons people's life. And then I definitely had the issue, this one right here, 388. They had different variants, if I recall. They're probably going to have some of those in the back. There are some bonus materials that I'm actually excited to look into. So some Vulture, Chameleon stuff, familiar stuff for me as a kid. Let's see, what do we got here? Spider-Man 45. So then I had these issues too. This jumps into the adjectiveless Spider-Man that McFarlane started, but he only did the first, 14 issues, skipped 15, and then did 16. Then Spectacular. Didn't this have hologram eyes with the Craven stuff? Something like that. Yeah, so the Web of Spider-Man Pursuit storyline. I did have these too, so I had some of these. All right, let's see. Where else are we at now? So here Shriek comes back. The return of Shriek. She was a cool character. Strong, formidable. Here she is flying with her cable eye. All right, then we have, yep, I had this one too, the ASM 50 homage, but it's the reverse. Instead of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, flip turned upside down. Is this Carry On back? Yeah, Carry On makes a return. So it's cool to see some of these Maximum Carnage characters continue to show up. Yo, this is peak Bagley. Big bug eyes, lean, clean anatomy, clean lines. Big fan of Bagley's Spider-Man. I did not have this ash can, so this is what they used for the direct market variant. Damn, brooding over the city on the gargoyle. Dope picture right there. Also, the ash can was a black and white thing here. I did not have this. All right, so, oh, okay, hold on. We're getting into some bonuses. So that's the back of the ash can, very cool. Lethal Protector gold foil variant. I had this in a CGC 9.8. I always wanted the black error, and there's two white errors. Well, that's what I remember. I don't know if another one has shown up. Oh yeah, look, foil version. So they had the foil variant back in the day. This one had a gold variant. It was probably the second printing. They used to do that a lot back in the day. Then we have from Marvel Age 120. Looks like just an article here. Love this cover as well. Bagley with the gold webs. Here's Marvel Age 123 talking about Maximum Carnage. The mother of all crossovers. You're damn right. Crossing over in its own title. All right, what do we have here? So each of Marvel's 93 annuals introduced all new characters, and it was polybag with a collectible trading card. Annex. He never went far, huh? Glenn Orbick's Spider-Man poster looks dope. Swimsuit special pinups. I wonder why they include... Oh, it's Mary Jane and Black Cat. I was like, why did they include these? Some more Mary Jane stuff. Pretty cool. Year in review from Marvel 93. This is the trade paperback I had, y'all. Dang, that shit is so nostalgic. Ron Lim did the cover on that. I didn't even know that. This was a crazy trade paperback cover too. Lethal Protector 1 through 6. Simon Bisley painted art. He did a lot of trading cards too, right? This was the later printing trade paperback cover, and that's what they used for the video game and everything. All right, so an afterword from JM. Web of Spider-Man 102 was collected in Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. Pages 2 and 4 were shrunk to 2 pages, and Morbius dialogue was altered. It's kind of cool. Ooh, trading cards. So the 9-sleeve connecting cover poster from Marvel Universe 94. Wizard 18 wraparound cover. Gotta love that. Wizard 26. So there's the wraparound covers, and they had variants. One with Hobgoblin and one with Green Goblin. Damn. I should hunt those down. Here's Wizard 36 wraparound. The Dark Book from Wizard. Nelson DeCastro. So That was the one that it always just said Nelson on the card, but I never knew his last name. Great artist too. I love his trading cards. All right, so original interiors from ASM 378 from Spider-Man 35. Original cover, original interiors. Dang. Shoot as a non-bleed page. It's cool to see the notes, right? Great artwork here, man. Bagley was in his bag during this time. So here's some recoloring of some Venom Lethal Protector covers and such for trade paperbacks. Epic collection for Maximum Carnage. And that is everything you get. Guys, what do you think about Amazing Spider-Man by David Michelinie and Mark Bagley, Volume 2. It's the second time we got Maximum Carnage collected in omnibus format. Are you picking these up, or are you sticking with Spider-Man vs. Venom? I know that this one went out of print, came back. I think it went out of print again. So you're either going to get the compilation Omni, or you're going to get the volume numbered Omnis. What are you picking? Let me know in the comments down below. This is the wrong dust jacket. This is the right one. Stay minty fresh. Peace.